My God, I hate drugs.
Nagkasundo mga leader ng Association of Southeast Asian Nations o ASEAN na bilisan na ang pagbuo ng tinatawag na Code of Conduct sa South China Sea. Ipinahayag ito sa isang vision statement na inilabas sa ASEAN Summit sa Thailand noong Sabado. Magsisilbing gabay ang Code of Conduct sa mga bansang may interes sa South China Sea, kabilang ang Pilipinas, Vietnam, Brunei, Indonesia at China. Sabi ni Presidential Spokesman Sal Panelo, nauna nang nagbabala si Pangulong Rodrigo Duterte na habang pinatatagal ang pagbalangka sa Code of Conduct, lalo lang tumataas ang posibilidad na may mangyari pang mga insidente sa karagatan. Inihayag rin ni Panelo na nagpasalamat si Pangulong Duterte sa Vietnamese Prime Minister sa kagandahang loob ng mga kababayan nito sa mga Pilipinong mangingisda matapos ang insidente sa Recto Bank noong June 9. Sinalpok ng barkong Chino ang fishing boat ng mga Pilipinong mangingisda doon at iniwan sila sa laot. Tutol si dating Foreign Affairs Secretary Albert Del Rosario sa isang joint probe ng Pilipinas at China kaugnay sa insidente sa Recto Bank. Sa programang The Source, sinabi ng dating kalihim na Pilipinas lamang ang dapat na magsagawa ng investigasyon hinggil sa nangyaring pagbangga ng isa umanong Chinese vessel sa FB Gem Ver.
I do not agree. Why? I think they should not be insulting the intelligence of the Filipino people. Why are they doing this? Because how can you expect the offender to investigate his offense? And secondly, if you put the Philippines and China together, one party is for seeking the truth, the other party is for suppressing it. I don't think China should have a role in terms of our investigation. It happened in our exclusive economic zone. It should be us who should be coming up with a full investigation.
Nauna na ang tinutulan ni Senador Franklin Drilon at Kiko Pangilinan ng joint probe dahil labagaan nila ito sa Fisheries Code at maaaring makapagpahina sa territorial claims ng bansa sa West Philippine Sea. Sa panig ni Drilon, ang batas ay nasa panig ng bansa at para naman kay Pangilinan, hindi magkakaroon ng patas na investigasyon kung ang isang panig dito ay ang oppressor o ng api at isa naman daw ay ang biktima. Sa ibang balita, may mga bagong release na ilalagay sa MRT-3 bilang bahagi ng rehabilitasyon nito. Ininspeksyon ng mga kinatawa ng MRT, Asian Development Bank at TES Philippines ang mga bagong release sa Fukuoka, Japan noong nakaraang linggo. Ayon sa mga opisyal, darating sa bansa ang ilang release sa susunod na buwan. Kapag nailagay na raw ang mga ito, mas magiging maayos na ang biyahe. Inaasahang mababawasan ang vibration na isa sa mga dahilan ng pagkasira ng mga tren. Nakapagtala ng 18 aberyang MRT simula Enero. Ang mga lumang release ang itinuturong isa sa mga dahilan ng mga nangyaring problema.
Foreign Affairs Chief Dfa Locsin denying that the cancellation of courtesy diplomatic passports is unlawful. Locsin says the move is to protect national honor. In a series of tweets, he clarifies a 1999 department order removed all mention of courtesy diplomatic passports. He notes Del Rosario's diplomatic passport was issued under a 1993 department order. Locsin adds all courtesy diplomatic passports are deemed cancelled and that the DFA will issue a circular once the conflicting provisions in the two department orders are reconciled. The DFA chief also calling out Vice President Leni Robredo for her remarks against the department order rescinding courtesy diplomatic passports. In a tweet, Locsin slammed Robredo, saying he cancelled all courtesy diplomatic passports because he refuses to single out Del Rosario. Robredo earlier called the DFA's move a knee-jerk reaction. In Robredo's radio show, she said, instead of protecting Filipinos, the country seems to blame its citizens and resort to cancelling passports. Locsin later apologized to Robredo. Still in a tweet, he says he didn't mean to be disrespectful.
Isang-ayon si dating Foreign Affairs Secretary Albert Del Rosario sa naging kautusan ng DFA na kanselahin ang mga courtesy diplomatic passport ng mga dating ambassador at kalihim ng departamento. Ikinadismaya rin ni Del Rosario ang mga paratang na pinupolitika niyang issue at inabuso niya ang paggamit ng kanyang diplomatic passport. Narito ang report. Kinikwestiyon ni dating Foreign Affairs Secretary Albert Del Rosario ang hakbang ng DFA na kansilahin ang mga courtesy diplomatic passports ng mga dating kalihim ng ahensya at mga dating ambassador. Inutos ito ng DFA matapos harangin at hindi payagang makapasok sa Hong Kong si Del Rosario noong nakaraang linggo. Sa programang The Source, ipinaliwanag ng dating kalihim kung bakit mali ang pagkansela ng mga courtesy diplomatic passport.
I think what they've done is not lawful, and they should realign themselves in conformity with the Passport Act.
Ipinaliwanag ni Del Rosario ang naging paglabag ng DFA sa Passport Act.
Section 3G of the Passport Act, Republic Act 8239, defines ambassadors to include those who have served as ambassador extraordinary or plenipotentiary, referring to former SFAs and former ambassadors. Section something of the Passport Act provides that ambassadors are entitled to diplomatic passports and are imbued with diplomatic status.
Dagdag pa ng dating kalihim, tila dinadivert lang ng DFA ang issue.
It's not a thoughtful move because given what's happened to me, instead of fully investigating what the Philippines should be doing to respond to this disrespect, they are instead distracting the public by canceling the diplomatic passports for those who have legitimately been carrying them.
Tiniyak naman ni Del Rosario na handa siyang ibalik ang kanyang diplomatic passport.
If they ask me to surrender, I will. It's no good anyway, because I have to revalidate it. And if they are firm in their position, they will refuse to revalidate.
Nanawagan si Del Rosario sa gobyerno na protektahan ang mga individual na may hawak na mga diplomatic passport.
It must be respected because it carries the seal of the Republic of the Philippines. So to discredit the bearer is to discredit the Republic.
Ikinadismaya rin ni Del Rosario ang mga paratang na inabuso niya ang paggamit ng kanyang diplomatic passport.
I'm a little irked at the manner in which our protector, our government, is handling this. You have a Secretary Panelo who, the first thing he says is maybe it was misused. Okay, I think we should be protecting the sovereignty of our country. That should be foremost.
Sa kabila ng kanyang naging karanasan sa Hong Kong at naging aksyon ng DFA na kanselahin ang mga diplomatic passport, inamin ng dating kalihim na wala siyang sama ng loob sa pangyayari. Aayusin ng Foreign Affairs Department ang mga panuntunan ukol sa mga diplomatic passport at maglalabas ito ng bagong panuntunan ukol dito. Tiniyak ito ni Foreign Affairs Secretary Dfa Locsin Jr. kasunod ng direktibang ikansela ang lahat ng mga courtesy diplomatic passport. Sa kanyang tweet, ipinaliwanag ni Locsin na sa Department Order noong 1993, kabilang sa binibigyan ng diplomatic passport ang lahat ng dating Foreign Affairs Secretary. Sa ilalim naman anya ng Republic Act 8283 noong 1997, hindi kasali sa talaan na maaaring bigyan ng diplomatic passport ang mga dating kalihim ng Foreign Affairs Department. Pero ang Pangulo at Foreign Affairs Secretary maaaring magpalabas ng mga diplomatic passport sa mga taong wala sa listahan ngunit may official mission sa labas ng bansa. Sa Department Order noong 1999, tinanggal ang anumang pagbanggit sa courtesy diplomatic passports at lahat ng dati ng mga regulasyon na inconsistent at modified. Gayunman, patuloy ang pagpapalabas ng mga diplomatic passport ng DFA hanggang sa ngayon. Nilinaw niya na walang diplomatic immunity ang nakapaloob sa mga naturang passport. Ang passport anya ni dating Foreign Affairs Secretary Albert Del Rosario ay binigay ni dating Foreign Affairs Secretary Perfecto Yasay noong June 8, 2019 matapos siyang mag-apply sa consular office. Na-revalidate naman anya ito para sa kanyang business trip sa Hong Kong.
A militant group says Maynila and Manila Water should be fined for service interruptions affecting Metro Manila and Rizal Province these past few weeks. Bayan Muna says the two companies violated their concession agreements by failing to ensure continuous water supply to customers. Under the agreements, government regulators can impose fines on water concessionaires if they fail to meet their obligations for more than 60 days or 15 days in cases where lack of water supply could adversely affect public health or welfare. The group says the Metropolitan Waterworks and Sewerage System, or MWSS, should hold a public hearing on the water crisis to determine the amount of fines to be imposed on the concessionaires. MWSS previously ordered Manila Water to pay over 1 billion pesos over the service interruption in March that left its customers in the eastern portion of Metro Manila and Rizal without water for days.
Violation niya ng concession agreement nila. Ito, more than 48 hours na to eh. Palpak sila sa pag-deliver ng tubig, kung kaya dapat ma-fine. Dapat lahat ng apektado nito ay pumunta sa public hearing at para karampatan naman yung fine na ipapataw.
Despite the depleting water supply in Metro Manila, San Juan City kept its traditional dousing of water to celebrate the feast of its patron saint, John the Baptist. Here's Carolyn Bonkin with that story.
Kids and adults drenching themselves with water from fire trucks, water guns, and bottles. Looking at how water is being gleefully splashed here, you wouldn't think that millions of residents in Manila are experiencing a serious water supply problem. This is the annual Basaan in San Juan City's Wata Wata Festival, a yearly tradition to simulate the city's patron saint, John the Baptist's act of baptizing the Lord. Catholic Bishops' Conference of the Philippines Executive Secretary Father Jerome Siciliano had appealed to the residents to conserve water in observing this year's festivity. But residents who've spoken to CNN Philippines and even local government officials insist they cannot break the tradition.
Even if we will not do this, people will do it anyway. And for all you know, what kind of water will they douse people with?
Blessing sa amin to eh, mga taga San Juan. Sa beses lang naman to eh. Tuloy naman yan kasi meron naman kaming tubig dito eh. Kasi nandito kami sa ibabaw talaga ng tubo eh.
Instead of canceling the festival altogether, they just shortened the time for the Basaan and lessened the amount of water to be splashed. From the usual 50 trucks roaming the streets and spraying everyone with water, this year there were just 16. 3 of these were stationed at the City Hall grounds where many are gathered.
It is not being wasted as we bless people with water. It is actually to convey to the people that this water brings about cleansing, new life in every person.
Romy has been attending the annual Basaan since boyhood. He noticed the difference this year.
Nakaraang taon, maaga pa lang ng babasaan eh. Ngayon, konti na lang, nagpuntahan ng tao rito. Masaya pa rin.
Programs were revised to include more activities that would not require water, such as this parade and the street dance festival. While water was being sprayed in wild abandon in the name of religion and culture, trucks were being deployed to ration the precious liquid to at least 20 barangays in San Juan City whose taps have gone dry for 15 hours. Caroline Bonkin, CNN Philippines.
This year's Wata Wata Festival in San Juan City did not sit well with some netizens. On Facebook, John Derma says he's proud of the tradition but adds, quote, officials could have done without it considering the water shortage we are all experiencing. Miko Manuel describes the move as short-term happiness compared to long-term relief. Michael Newman says holding the festival is insensitive and inconsiderate. Jonathan Nakua calls this year's event foolishness amid a water crisis. A former Foreign Affairs chief saying it is unlawful to cancel courtesy diplomatic passports. Speaking to CNN Philippines, former DFA Secretary Albert Del Rosario says the Passport Act entitles former Foreign Affairs chiefs and ambassadors to diplomatic passports. On Saturday, the DFA announced that it is canceling all diplomatic passports issued to its former chiefs and ambassadors. The statement came a day after Del Rosario was denied entry to Hong Kong. He was traveling on a diplomatic passport.
It's not a thoughtful move because given what's happened to me, instead of fully investigating what the Philippines should be doing to respond to this disrespect, they are instead distracting the public by canceling the diplomatic passports for those who have legitimately been carrying them. Section 3G of the Passport Act, Republic Act 8239, defines ambassadors to include those who have served as ambassador extraordinary or plenipotentiary, referring to former SFAs and former ambassadors. Section something of the Passport Act provides that ambassadors are entitled to diplomatic passports and are imbued with diplomatic status. It must be respected because it carries the seal of the Republic of the Philippines. So to discredit the bearer is to discredit the Republic.
Nagsagawa ng isang forum ang iba't ibang concerned sector para sa nararanasang water shortage sa Metro Manila at kalapit na mga probinsya. Makibalita tayo sa aming correspondent na si George Cahilas. George.
Well, Pinky, bagamat umuulan nga dito sa Metro Manila, ay hindi naman daw umuulan sa bahagi ng watershed ng Angat Dam. Kung kaya sa pagtataya nitong MWSS ay maaaring mas bababa pa yung water level sa Angat Dam sa mga susunod na linggo kung magpapatuloy nga daw na hindi uulan sa lugar na yan. Kasi as of 9 a.m. ngayong araw na ito ay nasa 159.02 meters yung level ng Angat Dam. Mas mababa na yan doon sa critical level na 160 meters. At sa ngayon nga ay pinag-uusapan na kung kakailanganin pa na bawasan yung natatanggap na tubig o yung water allocation ng mga water concessionaires dito sa Metro Manila kung aabot nga daw sa 154 meters yung tubig dyan sa Angat Dam sa susunod na buwan. Kung bababa ang alokasyon ng tubig, Pinky, sa mga water concessionaires, definitely mangangahulugan yan na mas mahabang water interruption para sa ating mga consumers. Sa Manila Water, yung rotational water interruption na ipinatutupad ngayon ay nasa 12 to 17 hours. Samantalang sa Maynilad naman, may mga lugar na aabot hanggang 19 na oras na ang nawalang tubig sa ibang lugar. So yan yung pinag-uusapan dito ngayon sa Forum, Pinky.
Nako, George, kung matuloy yan, ano na makikitang hakbang na posibleng gawin hinggil dito?
Well, tuloy-tuloy naman daw yung isinasagawang cloud seeding dyan sa area ng Angat Dam. In fact, 44 times na daw sila nakapag-cloud seeding since April. At ang kontrata naman daw nila ay hanggang July pa. Pero definitely hindi yan sasapat, Pinky. Nakita naman natin na continuous yung pagbaba ng tubig. Kung kaya yung MWSS, may proposal din siya na itap yung mga water districts outside the service area ng mga concessionaires para kung sa gayon daw ay makatulong sila sa pag-deliver ng tubig sa mga area na malapit sa kanila. At pwede rin daw na, may proposal din na pwede rin daw na yung mga tubig na supply doon sa mga leisure areas o leisure businesses ay pwedeng bawasan o limitahan din. At yan yung ilang options na pinag-aaralan ngayon ng ating water agencies, Pinky.
Tulong-tulong na talaga kailangan. Maraming salamat kay George Cahilas, nag-uulat mula sa Maynila. Hindi naging hadlang ang problema sa supply ng tubig sa pagdiriwang naman ng Wata Wata Festival sa San Juan City. Daan-daang residente ang nakisaya sa tradisyon na ginagawa tuwing kapistahan ni San Juan Bautista. Makibalita tayo sa aming correspondent na si Caroline Bonquien. Caroline, kamusta naman ang pagdiriwang dyan?
Pinky, ang sabi nga ng lokal na pamahalaan, parang mas masaya pa daw at mas marami yung tao na nakihalahok doon sa kanilang Wata Wata Festival na yung taon. Wala nang isang oras at tapos na itong basaan sa San Juan at sa ngayon ay ginagawa na lamang yung street dance competition. Dahil nga may problema doon sa tubig, mas konti yung ginamit ngayon na tubig para doon sa basaan. Mas maraming residente yung pumunta dito sa Main City Hall dahil nandito sa estasyon yung nasa 3 truck na nagbabasa ng mga tao. Ang sinabi ni Mayor Dia Gomez sa press conference ay tradisyon na ito. Kaya dapat ito lang.
Alright. Alright, balikan na lang natin maya-maya si Caroline Bonquin. Yan ang kanyang report hinggil nga sa Wata Wata Festival na taon-taon naman ay talagang ipinagdiriwang diyan sa San Juan City. Kinukwento sana ni Caroline kung ano yung kanilang depensa dahil nga sa kabila ng kakulangan ng tubig ay natuloy pa rin itong pagdiriwang nila ng tinatawag na Wata Wata Festival. Nandiyan na ba ulit si Caroline? Alright, balikan na lang natin maya-maya na lamang. Pumunta naman tayo sa ibang balita.